So good morning all, we're back again, we're still on our campsite, we're still in our big tent, our big extra special space which feels like a house to us. We'll tell you a bit about how that's going in the video and how we're finding things, how we're coping with life at the moment. For now, we're in a bit of a rush, I'm kind of diving straight into things here, so when I usually say those things like I'm going to make this brief and then I never do, I'm really going to try today because we have to get moving. So we're off somewhere, we'll tell you a bit about that as we go along and we need to be there in a certain time, so we better get cracking and we'll take you guys along with us. Morning Steve.
Morning.
Doing your hair? I decided to shave mine off. One less thing to worry about. So we're still on our little spot, our tent's still standing, just about, but we're not going out in Daisy today, but we are going for a 2-hour drive and we're going in Tina the Twingo. Is that right, Steve?
Aye.
She's a Twingo.
She's a Tina.
So Steve's got a little runaround car. This has been absolutely wonderful in the week or so we've had it. I feel like I've got my own personal chauffeur, which won't last long because obviously once Steve goes back to work, that's probably going to stop. But right now, he's kind of been giving me lifts and all kinds of things, and we've been able to nip out and do stuff. So let's go out in Tina, shall we, Steve? And 2 hours later, we have arrived.
Hi.
Thank you, Tina, for the ride. Tina the Twingo. I don't actually know what a Twingo is. I can't think of anything less interesting than cars, if I'm being completely honest. But it sounds kind of fun, doesn't it, a Twingo?
Yeah, it's an old twink.
An old twink?
Yeah.
That's a contradiction in terms. I was going to say, watch your footing, Steve, because we both fell down a step at the same time there. Completely distracted, me trying to film, obviously. Anyway, 2 hours later, we have come to the little seaside town, or is it a village? I don't know, of Seaham. And the reason we've come here is because the beach is known for something in particular, and that is sea glass. So we're going to go sea glass hunting, Steve. Yep. We're going to look for sea glass. However, when I said we're in a rush, it was 2 hours to get here, but the tide comes in at 3 and it's just gone 12 o'clock. Obviously, we're complete and utter idiots as usual. We never plan these things. So we've arrived with just a couple of hours to spare. I don't know if the tide comes all the way in. I don't know if this is going to be a hopeless cause, but we're going to give it a go.
Right, and then we can make some crap ornaments that nobody wants.
Yeah, that's it. Or just find sea glass, put it in bags and leave it to gather dust.
Yeah.
Sounds so much fun. So yeah, Seahambeach, it is known for its sea glass. It's one of the more famous beaches in the country for it. It makes me think there's nothing left, but there must be, right? Yeah. So beachcombing is something Steve actually enjoys in life, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah, right.
He's going to have a bloody good time.
Yeah.
We're going to smile and we're just going to have so much fun, eh, Steve?
I'm always hoping to find something really valuable and I never have.
Well, maybe today's your lucky day.
Found a fiver once.
So the reason it's known for its sea glass here is because in Victorian times, I think locally there were quite a few glass bottle factories, or certainly just glass factories, and what they used to do is dump a lot of their glass, maybe the unwanted stuff, I don't know, in the nearby sea. So of course over time, and some of this glass was of varied colours, so there's lots of different colours you can find here, and some of it was quite decorative. So over time, over the decades, that glass has broken down, it's been kind of smoothed into little pieces, and you can find it scattered all about apparently. I bet we don't find a damn piece now.
No.
There's probably nothing here.
Everybody's already got it.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be one of those things that surely is a finite source. Am I saying finite right, Steve?
Yeah.
I imagine it's something that is not going to be there forever because of course it's entirely man-made, so eventually it's going to be broken down into nothing along with people collecting it. And today we don't know how much of the beach is actually left or how far it comes in, so shall we just get a bloody move on and start looking for sea glass, Steve?
All right, then.
Let's go. Well, I think this is going to be a bit of a mission because most of it is pebbles and I don't know if we've come at the right time or not, but we found our first couple of pieces. Look at that. A few coloured bits of glass. We do have some idea what we might do with it. So we've come prepared. We've got a couple of little bags each. Let's see what we can get. Should we have a bit of a competition, Steve?
All right then.
Is it who gets the most, or is it who gets the most interesting and most colourful?
I think who gets the most interesting.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, take your bag. Competition's on.
All right then.
I'll see you at the finish line.
All right then.
If we actually get very far, because this tide's coming in really quickly. So there's my first piece. Steve's already 3 pieces ahead, so I better bloody hurry up.
Aye.
Better catch up. So you having much luck, Steve? Have you got an entire collection worth an absolute fortune? Oh, that's pretty good. I mean, we haven't been here long, have we?
No.
About half an hour.
Best just to find one spot and sit there.
Yeah, so we both discovered separately that although it's nice to walk along and kind of beachcomb, you're better off kind of picking one spot with a load of pebbles and just spending time rummaging through it. And that way you find a bit more. Steve's been sat here for ages and I've just joined him. We're still finding pieces. There we go, a little green bit I've picked up. Most of it is white, like see-through, or green, but occasionally we find a bit of blue. We're really trying to look for a piece of red, aren't we?
Can you get red?
You can get red glass here.
Brown.
I'm sure you can get red glass. Feels kind of magical, doesn't it, Steve? It's like a little treasure hunt. Oh my God, how much fun was that, Steve?
Yeah, I like doing that. It's fun.
Wasn't that
I always
great?
like doing things like that.
Yeah, beach combing and just exploring to see what you can find is fun anyway, but going to a beach that is known for its sea glass and finding that in all different colours is even more exciting. So when we got here, there were loads of people looking for it, weren't there?
Yeah, like that.
Loads and loads of people. And a lady actually come up to me and she grabbed my bag and she was like, any good? Much luck? And just looked in my bag. She said, I've got to make a choice. I've got to decide whether to come here tomorrow or go somewhere else. And she said, what is it they're saying? Come at low tide or what? And we basically said we have no idea. Got to walk uphill now, Steve. It's only a little one. Although we had a couple of hours down there, I think the optimum time to come, I mean we could be wrong, is at low tide. Obviously the beach is freshly kind of raked over from the water, so there'll be fresh goodies to find, I'm guessing. So we will definitely be back, I think.
Yeah.
Because we found not too, well, you know, I think we did all right considering. We'll show you our spoils later and we'll compare bags, shall we, Steve?
Aye, right.
Let's see what we've got. But it's a joint effort.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
What we do now then?
I want some food.
So do I. I am so hungry. We'll lay these out properly later so you can see. You can't see much, and also we've got some other bits in these bags. But somehow, like, my bag is full of sand as well as the stuff I've picked up, and Stephen's looks absolutely pristine and perfect, but you got a little bit of sand. How the hell have you managed that? I mean, how? Look, but you get sand on your fingers when you're picking it up. How have you managed to bag your stuff up without getting much sand in there?
This is a bit tramp.
Well, I learned from the best here.
Clearly you didn't. My bag very clean.
Well, clearly I did. We've got to find the car now. So it's weird actually, as we were wandering on the beach doing our glass hunting, me and Stephen both came up with the same thought, completely independently of each other. We were kind of reflecting on the fact that although they dumped lots of glass in the sea, which isn't great, it's kind of nice that one, it's glass, it's been broken down into little lovely pieces that we've all been able to collect and enjoy decades later. That doesn't mean dumping stuff is great, but it means that the glass has turned into something nice. However, nowadays it's going to be less glass and obviously more plastic, isn't it? Just utter crap that is dumped in the sea that doesn't break down, and even if it did, it wouldn't break down into anything nice or collectible. So it's just a sign of the times that even back in the day, even our rubbish was of good quality, basically. Even what was dumped was of good quality. Whereas now, we just, yeah.
Maybe. That's just one example.
It's just sums everything up, that now we have a sea with plastic, and once we had a sea where they dumped glass. Not ideal, but at least it became something quite nice. So unfortunately we haven't got much time to look around much of Seaham because we've got a 2-hour drive back and it's about 4 o'clock now. And it's raining now, yeah. The tide's in, so that was the end of the sea glass hunting. Otherwise I think we would have carried on, to be honest, because I really enjoyed that, didn't you? But of course we got some chips. We had to do it, we're hungry. And we went to Bell's Fish and Chips. We just got some chips, £3.30 each. What are they like, Steve?
They're nice, they're hot.
Oh my God. You feeling all right?
You get free scraps. I love something free.
Yeah, so we got free scraps on them. I think that is a northern thing, so a lot of people will be like, well, yeah, of course. But down south,
No, never.
well, I've never seen it. We just don't see things like this. I don't know if that's because we're just a bit stingier down south or it's just a cultural thing. I have no idea. We're a bit stingier down south, yeah. So this is quite nice. Scraps on your chips, salt and vinegar, £3.30 each, and they're hot. And Steve's not complaining, and he's had a good day.
Yeah, they're nice.
Are you watching the right video here? I don't know.
I'll definitely go back and get my chips at Bell's again.
Maybe I've put AI on the video to make it seem like Steve's enjoying everything.
Pretending it's alright.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, they're hot, so I want to eat them while they're hot.
Well, we'll get on with that. Right, let's give them a go. They're really good. I love the scraps as well. All salty and vinegary and fatty, but it's great. Oh, these are lovely. I can't believe we sat in a car, Steve. This feels so weird. What is this weird normal life we're now living? Well, I think we've had a bit of a wonderful day, haven't we, Steve?
Yeah, it's been alright.
It's been alright, it's been alright. I just feel like this can't be the right channel. Everything's gone well today.
Yeah, I like a bit of foraging.
Foraging for glass.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm thinking is, I know there's obviously tons of it and it takes ages for the glass to break down and it's probably continuously breaking down in the sea and being washed up. But that stuff's going to run out, isn't it? You know, it's going to go. It's obviously just
It probably shouldn't be there anyway.
No, it probably shouldn't be there anyway, but the fact is it is going to go. And nowadays, with the power of the internet, of course, everybody knows about that beach. So everybody knows to go there to search for sea glass.
And we've just added to that.
And we've just added to it. And now we're adding to it further by putting it on the YouTube channel. But, you know, it's fine. Like, why shouldn't everybody know? Because it's there for everybody. It doesn't belong to somebody in particular. It is waste that has been broken down into something nice. And it's there for everybody to collect if they wish. Because it doesn't really belong there. But, you know, it's just interesting that eventually that sort of thing will cease to exist, I guess. Because now we just have plastic. Anyway, we now have a long drive back to Yorkshire. We've had a nice time. The weather's just turned. We will see you back at the van, maybe today or maybe on another instalment, but still part of this video. Because obviously we've got to show you the sea glass. I'm just not sure we can be asked by the time we get back. So we might save that for another day.
Yep.
And there's other things to talk about. Sorry, Steve, hang on. There's other things to talk about. Obviously, we will update you on where we are in our life situation, what's going on with that. But we'll do that another day. What were you going to say, Steve?
Got to get petrol.
Oh, we've got to get petrol. Right, we'll see you later. Well, oh my god, where do we even begin? First of all, I'm really sorry it's taken so long to get this video out there. I know you saw one last week, but obviously that was a belated video, and apart from the introduction that I filmed for it very briefly, this is the first time we've filmed in a long time. Even though it's part of the same video that you're still watching, obviously it's split into 2 parts. So yeah, very sorry it's taken that long to get out. So I feel like we owe an explanation and a bit of an update on where we are in life. So I think this is the longest period we've had without filming for since we started doing this whole YouTube thing. I really don't think there's been a long gap, even when we've had a long what is this intervention of a leak?
Look at the size of that.
For God's sake. He doesn't want to be on camera, so now he's got a leak, he thinks he can put that on camera instead. I'll get you yet, Steve. Where was I? So life does feel like it's changed very dramatically since you last saw us. Apart from the fact that we are still on this campsite, we're still here, we're still living in Daisy, we're still living in our awning. So that is all the same. So where are we at right now? Where are me and Steve at? So I've been in my new job now for over 2 months. I've been in it for 2 months, full-time working, back to that kind of reality. And it's going fine, it's going well, job's going all right. It's something I'm familiar with. I'm not going into specifics. We did say before we're not really going to talk about our jobs. It's kind of a personal thing. But in terms of how it's going, it is going fine. Still adjusting, still adapting. Not perfect, obviously, because jobs never are. But overall, it's okay. And more importantly, it means we have a full-time wage coming in, which is fantastic because we haven't had that for a long time. And while we're on this campsite, even though we don't want to be here for too much longer, it means we're saving a lot of money. But doing this has also been hard in lots of other ways. So very quickly we realised how difficult it would be to find the time and the energy to make and edit these videos, hence the long gap between this one and the last one in terms of filming. In fact, in terms of this same one, you know, there's a big gap between this and the beginning of the video. There's the fact that full-time working, it sucks up your entire freedom. It becomes all-consuming. It becomes your entire life. Now, all of this we knew. This is something we knew we were going into. We've done it before. We tried to escape it before. We did escape it before, and we've chosen, Steve? We've chosen to go back into it. So, not a moan. People have to work. That's life. It's how it is, and we've chosen to go back into this life. But when you've tasted the freedom that we did have, it becomes a lot harder to adjust to. So there are still some struggles there. But we're going to persevere. We're just going to crack on, knuckle down, and try and get through this adjustment period. We've loved living in a van, we've loved living in Daisy, but obviously when you've got freedom and you're travelling, it's very different. God, I can't speak today. It's very different to when you're working full time, when it becomes altogether less appealing. Especially now the dark nights are closing in and the cold mornings are here too. However, the longer we do stay here, the more money we save. So actually there is that, and there are positives on that side. Now, you might often watch our videos and think of Steve as being the negative, moany one, and quite often you'd probably be right. But as I've alluded to before, while I probably have a bit more positivity and enthusiasm in the moment for certain things, especially what you see on videos, and I possibly get more enjoyment out of things quite often than Steve, when it comes to bigger picture things, it's often me that will kind of sink into a deeper, darker pit of despair. Which is often probably over dramatic, possibly quite emotionally immature at times, but it's me that will go there a lot more often than Steve, and obviously you don't see that on camera so much, if at all, to be honest. But it's there and it exists, and it's just something I tend to go through. We both probably have it, but I think I do it a bit more often than Steve, and a bit more dramatically, I guess. I suppose you could put it that way. And I confess I've had many wobbles recently, wondering if this is the right thing, wondering if this is what we should be doing, wondering why on earth we're going back into the very thing we've escaped from. I go to work most days now. It consumes your life. It becomes everything. And you sort of think, what are we doing? Why are we going back into something where most of your wages are swallowed up by petty bills? Why are we going back into something where all of our time is gone? Going back into a mundane routine? Do we really want to go back into the very thing we actually wanted to escape from? We knew all this, but those questions were always going to come up, and I knew that too, and that's just something I'm going through right now. We both are, but I think me more perhaps, and I'm finding it harder to adapt because all those questions are still there. I've wobbled recently, and I've wobbled hard. That sounds a bit dodgy, but you know what I mean. But we're going to give it a chance. We have to give it a chance. We do want a home again, and I think being in a place, even if it's a temporary home, like a flat, a house, whatever it is, it will make this 9-to-5 life a little easier, especially in winter, because it's a lot harder when you're in a van. And then we might also be able to settle into more of a routine for making and editing the videos as well, because we'll have a base and because we'll have something a little bit more comfortable. So this whole thing, it's all an adjustment period. It's all something we're going to go through, and God knows it might be a very, very long adjustment period. It might never end, the adjusting. And if it doesn't, that's a question in itself, because was it a successful decision? Was it the right decision? I don't know. But anyway, moving up to Yorkshire is something, moving up north, as they say, to Yorkshire, is something we are both glad we've done. We both feel happy with the decision. So there's certainly that as well. That's another positive. It's something we've done, and it's something that has come from our travels. We've driven around, we've picked somewhere, we've visited it, we've liked it, and we've actually made a life here. So we do look at ourselves sometimes and think, my God, it's actually happening. We are settling down here. We have jobs in a place we actually want to be. All of the rest, it's just going to take time to settle, I think. And if it doesn't, I'm sure you'll very soon know about it, because we'll be on here telling you all about it and all about the terrible mundane misery of it all. There's lots to be grateful for here. There's lots of positives. We've got money coming in, more money than we had when we were doing our security job, obviously, because that wasn't full time. And we've got a whole brand new area to explore and call home. So we just have to throw ourselves into it and make it work if we can. You know, you can't force these things, but we've got to try and make it work. This is a decision we've made, and we've got to make the best of it and hope that we can make a good life for ourselves up here. I hope this doesn't come across as a moan, by the way. I'm just being fully honest about all the things that are going through my head in particular.
He's a whinging bitch.
Or just that, just a whinging bitch. Yeah, okay. Maybe we should leave it there, Steve.
Yeah.
See, he's so much more concise than I am. Is concise the word? Google concise, Steve. Well, enough of being a whinging bitch. I think I've done quite enough of that. Also, by the way, there is the other subject of us trying to find a new home. That is going on in the background, and that's a whole other discussion, but we'll save that for possibly Steve or another video, because it's just another thing altogether at the moment. Yeah. But to be clear, I am not unhappy. I'm not unhappy at all. But my brain is still kind of like, what's right, what's wrong, what's the path, what's the future, what is really long term for us. But I do intend, and I'm sure Steve does too, we both intend to throw ourselves into this and make it work, because we've done it. We have to. I'm repeating myself now, and I should just shut up and stop being a whinging bitch. Shall I just leave it there, Steve?
Yeah.
I think so too. I think you've all got the point 10 times over. Right, just for calling me a whinging bitch, Steve, you get to be on camera. That's your punishment.
I feel like I'm on that programme that Davina McCall used to do, like Snog, Marry, Avoid. You know, they sit in the chair. I just haven't got a screen to push. Anyway, what do you want to know?
And do you snog, marry, or avoid anyone?
Avoid.
Okay, yeah.
Always avoid.
He's so nice, isn't he?
Mm.
So Steve, he's only just started his new job. He does 4 days, not 5, the lucky sod, and he's 2 weeks in. I've done enough talking for both of us because I'm a whinging bitch. So tell us your thoughts, Steve. Where are you at? How do you feel? What's going on?
It's alright. That's all there is to say, really. It's alright. Everything's you have to be super organised for. Like whilst Dan was sitting there being a whinging bitch, I got all the breakfast ready for tomorrow, all our packed lunches are done for tomorrow, dinner is all prepared to go on, all the veggies chopped for tomorrow's dinner, because everything has to be super organised because we've got no light in the evening. We've got a little lamp, but it's not really much good and it's bloody freezing. So, and being back at work is fine so far. It's only been 2 weeks. It's not been long enough to suck the life out of my soul yet.
Give it a while, give it another week,
yeah,
Steve.
give it another week and that might happen. So that's alright. It's just really, I'm just focusing on being super organised, really. And Dan's about to attack me with some celery.
Oh, don't spoil it. You got me with the leek. Come on, have a brush of celery.
Oh.
You had to interrupt me.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't get enough camera time, I think, so I just need to come in for more.
Have you finished?
Yeah, because I want to eat the celery now.
Yeah. I don't like celery, it's horrible.
Oh, I love it.
Anyway, so that's all of that really. It's alright, you know, I don't want to be in a place where I'm like, the grass is always greener on the other side. Like, even if we were still in the van now, we wouldn't have an awning to sit in, and it would still be cold. It would still be wet. You know. Yeah, so it's alright. I'm not going to complain too much. It's not like me to moan anyway.
Well, I think that kind of sums it up, really, doesn't it? Like, that's where we are. We're kind of, you know, I just, what do you think about the fact I was saying earlier? Like, people do look at these videos, they comment, and they think Steve's the more negative one. And, you know, in many ways, instantaneously, for the quick fix things, you absolutely are. But for this wider picture things, I'm definitely the one that struggled more. I've been in the job longer, and I work more days, but I have struggled with this whole thing more, right? Fair to say?
I try to keep a longer term positive view than you. I don't go into a well of, in a pit of depression and despair because of what may or may not happen in 2 or 3 weeks time, sort of thing, or a month's time. Like,
oh, I love doing that.
No, I can't be bothered with that.
I love it.
I just tend to piss and moan if something's expensive or it's crap value for money or it's just bollocks.
Yeah.
But in terms of like what we're doing now, like, no, this is what we decided to do. We want a house. There are reasons why we wanted all of that. I intend to get back out on the road as soon as I can retire, so whatever, this is just what we've got to do for now. Yeah,
and you're right, and I do keep that in mind as well. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a bag of total misery at the moment. I am happy. No, I'm not, but it is harder to, I'm finding it harder to adjust. I have been in it longer. Your soul hasn't been sucked out yet.
Yeah, and I'm lucky that I've managed to get a high enough paid job so I only have to work 30 hours.
Well, there is that. I guess I can live off your pension then, Steve. You've got to have some uses. I knew I was sticking around for a reason.
Yeah. He only married me for my pension.
Yeah.
It's the only reason we got married.
Stephen, if I married you for money, you wouldn't have been first on the list, believe me.
Yeah,
well, anyway,
right.
No, you're right. Like, you are trained in your profession and you've managed to get a job that basically pays the same as me, but 1 day less. So
yeah, I do 4 days a week, which is really nice. I ain't going to moan about that.
No. And it means you can do, like, on that 4th day, he can do what he wants, but he does tend to do the chores or some other things. So it balances out.
I do all of the work.
Does everything. Oh God,
Dan
Steve.
seems to have forgotten how to
pretend
do
you're not
anything
lazy
for himself at the moment. Honestly, even when he's not at work, he's like, "Can you do this? Where is this? Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me?" It's like, you're not a child. Like, whatever, get up and do it yourself.
Look, you've got a 4th day for a reason. Like, come on, you've got to do all the things.
I'll do the ironing because he's just useless at ironing and it's just painful. So I'll do that. And I tend to do most of the cooking now.
I feel like I'm being controlled here. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, I know. He pisses and moans, and you're controlling me. You're controlling what I eat. It's like, no, I'm just making dinner. You knobber.
I'm grateful for what you're doing. I'm very glad for what you're doing. I am happy with it.
We're only joking.
Yeah, just messed it. Somebody call the police.
Yeah. Anyway,
Steve, let's move on. What we got for dinner tonight?
Well, we have got what we had last time when we did a video.
Oh yeah.
We've got pie and mash with vegetables.
Very nice.
But we've also got gravy.
Lovely stuff. Well,
because nobody likes a dry pie.
No, they don't like a dry pie. Oh my God. Call an ambulance.
No.
Go to the doctors if you got a dry pie. Oh, okay. With that, I think we've done enough nattering. So, yeah. Let's leave it there. That's it for now, but we haven't got to end the video because there's something we've forgotten to do.
Oh, Dan needs to talk some more.
I need to talk some more, yeah.
I'll just swap chairs because Dan hasn't talked enough.
I'll just have a fit if I don't, honestly. It will just...
I'll see you when it's time to say goodbye.
I'll have an anxiety attack. I actually don't want to do any more talking. Shocking, I know. But there's one thing we didn't do to round off the video that I hadn't forgotten, and I thought we better put in because some people might be interested in this bit. So when many weeks back, which was the start of this video, when we went to that beach, Seahambeach, to go sea glass hunting, we obviously got a little stash of sea glass each. So I thought we'd share with you guys what we found. You might be expecting more than what we've got, but we'll show you what we found on that day. That seems like a lifetime ago. So we had our little bags, plastic bags. We got our tiny little pieces of sea glass, a few different colours in there, and we washed them under the tap, which is just outside our awning. And now we're going to see what's what. Who got the most, or who got the most interesting pieces? Oh, look at that, Steve. Now, that's not bad, is it, for a couple of hours spent on the beach when the tide was coming in. So we probably didn't even see the beach at its best.
Doesn't seem like a lot to me.
I think that's quite nice.
Nice blue bit.
Yeah, look at that. So there's quite a few sea glass beaches around, but this one is known for the reasons I said in the video, but also because you can find different colours. Now, obviously you're not going to find like the colours of the rainbow, but you do at least get some varied greens and blues, as well as the white. You can actually find red and yellow, but that seems a lot rarer and harder to find. Look at this beautiful blue. That's lovely. Very, very nice. And you found a bit of china there as well. Look at that, Steve.
Yeah, I thought that was fun.
That's quite good. So not massive pieces. I think you still can find big pieces, and I don't know if it depends on the tide times.
Alex!
So, yeah, there we go. There's Steve's stash of sea glass. What are we going to do with it, Steve?
Well, we're going to see how much you got first and see who got the most. Because it's a competition.
Oh yeah,
remember?
of course it is. It's got to be a competition. Only if I win, though.
Time for Dan's bag.
Alright, this is mine. Steve's going to pour it on.
Because he can't do anything for himself.
I just can't do anything for myself. I am just totally codependent now.
Dependent?
Oh, just dependent. Not even codependent.
Well, I definitely think you got more than me, look.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty good, actually. I would say you got...
look, he's got a stone.
I did have a stone.
He's got a round thing. That's a piece of a clay pipe, isn't
Yeah, so there's some other things in there. I've got a little bit of... You can't see that. There we go. That's a clay pipe. Look at the state of our nails, Steve. Yeah. Awful. Ignore our fingernails. But yeah, bit of clay pipe. I don't really know what they are. Were they old smoking pipes, Steve?
I think so.
You can find them on beaches quite often. And there was a couple of stones just because I thought they were quite nice colours. A couple of bits of china. But yeah, more green. A few kind of amber coloured glass there, pieces. No red. Maybe that's kind of dark orange. You can find red there, but neither of us got a piece of red. I think I might have more than you, Steve, but I reckon you've got slightly more interesting pieces.
Well, you've just cheated. You put pebbles in yours.
I haven't cheated. I like the pebbles. Actually, that's quite a big piece. I think I've got the biggest, although that's a big piece of whitish blue glass. I think the best one is these kind of, that's my favourite, these kind of bluish, light bluish ones. So there we go, there's our sea glass haul. I would definitely go back there, wouldn't you? Yeah. Because I actually really enjoyed that, and I think you did as well.
Yeah, I quite like beach combing. So.
Steve had fun. Make a note of it. So there we go, that's our little sea glass haul. Quite nice. What are we going to do with it? Well, I do actually have one idea. I am really interested, I don't know if I've said on a video yet, but I've been really obsessed with mosaics lately. I'm so obsessed with learning how to do mosaics. I've even bought some stuff now. I've got some tile nippers, I've got some actual tiles, I've got a piece of wood, what you'd call a substrate, where you can put the stuff on, and I can't wait to get started cutting tiles up, stained glass and making pictures. And I thought sea glass would be a good thing to possibly incorporate as well into a mosaic, or we'll do something else with it. So we will collect it, just gather it up, and hopefully one day it will come in use in a project. So that's another thing we're doing. Steve likes his paintings. I can't tell you how excited I am to get started doing mosaics. I don't know why. I've just been consumed by it in my head for probably the best part of a year now, right? I think so. But it's just something in a van we just feel completely unable to do. Steve wants to try it as well. So sourcing things like this for free is a really good way of finding material. Another way is finding like old broken plates and things like that, cutting them up and getting the patterns. That's called like Picassiette style, because you're using old broken china, or just buying the conventional tiles or stained glass. And yeah, you can use anything for mosaics. I'm even going in next month, November. Well, by the time you watch this video, it'll be this month, I expect. But in November, I have a course, a whole day course that will teach me about mosaics, and it's somewhere near York. What did it cost, Steve? Was it 75 quid?
Yeah.
£75 for 6 hours with all materials provided, which I think is pretty good. I need to go now. Steve's rushing me, and I think the battery's dying as well, isn't it? Oh, okay, that's it. That's our sea glass. I had a whinge. Steve told you about his job. That's where we are. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Why don't you finish the video?
Shall we end the video?
Yeah.
Are we not going to share dinner? Oh,
yeah.
They've seen pie and stuff, haven't they, already?
Yeah. We can show a bit of that later, but just film the end of it.
Honestly, we'll be eating that in the van, because out here it will be dark. It's like the clocks have
we
gone
won't be
back
able to
now.
film it out here
Yeah,
anyway.
it'll just be impossible. You've seen that before anyway.
So
So
that
in the video. Oh no, you're going to do it.
yeah, you do it.
Okay, that's the end of the video. Sorry it's been like loads of waffling at the end, and sorry it's been disjointed, but hopefully you enjoyed us going to Sea and Beach, and hopefully you it was nice to see some explanation and insight into where we are in life at the moment. So thank you for watching the video. Please push your thumbs up button, your like button if you enjoyed the video, or even if you didn't, or actually you don't have to push it, but please press that. It would really help us out. Press the subscribe button if you've not subscribed to us already, and please push your notification bell, the bell thing, to be notified when we next put a video out. Am I saying this right, Steve?
Yeah, that's all right. One more thing, because it's a new thing. Push the hype button. So you have to slide the comments button to the left or the right, and it brings up a hype, and you can do it 3 times. And if we get lots of hypes, then apparently YouTube will share our video a bit more widely. So if you haven't done that, have a go. And like I said, you could do it 3 times. I've checked.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Steve. Do that, and more than 10 words in the comment as well.
And that's 3 times a day.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, push the hype button and do all of what Steve said as well.
Yeah, let's see if it works.
Yeah.
Or if it's just hype.
Yeah, yeah, if it's just made up stuff.
Yeah. Anyway.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time, wherever that may be. Actually, we do have an idea, and we'll share that with you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.